Nucleus. The nucleus is one of the most pivotal or the important organelle of the eukaryotic cell because nucleus is the main criteria for the distinguish between the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cell. So this nucleus is one of the most pivotal organelle which is responsible for regulating almost all type of the cellular activity, or we can also say that it is the controlling headquarter of the cell because it regulate all the form of the cellular activities. Mostly every type of the cell that exists is categorized on the basis of the absence or the presence of the nucleus, because in the prokaryotic, though they have the DNA, but they do not have the prominent nucleus. While the prominent nucleus means it is surrounded by a nuclear membrane which separate the nucleoplasm from the cytoplasm. So the eukaryotic one have the prominent nucleus. So on the basis of the presence or the absence of the nucleus, the two cells are characterized, that is prokaryotic and the eukaryotic. So this nucleus is defined as a double membranous eukaryotic cell organelle because it has its membrane, okay, that contain that genetic material. So all these genetic material which are responsible for regulating the many activities of the cell are the nucleus. So this is the organelle which contain all the genetic material. Let's see the structure. See, this is the structure of the nucleus of the eukaryotic, and we know that the nucleus is completely bound by the membrane, or it is also known as the nuclear envelope. So this is the nuclear envelope. We can see that it is surrounded by the nuclear envelope, and also it is a structure which is also referred to as a nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. And this nuclear membrane, what actually it do, it distinguish the cytoplasm from the content of the nucleus. Because if this is a cell, suppose is a there is a mitochondria is present, the Golgi bodies is present, the various other the ribosomes are present, the vacuoles are present, and this one is the nucleus. So this nucleus has the membrane which is present outer to the nucleus, so that they can protect the internal part or the internal component of the nucleus from this cytoplasm. Okay, so all the cells chromosome, because it contain the genetic material, and genetic material is what it is, the chromatin or the condensed part is the chromosome. So all the cells chromosome, they are confined within the nucleus only, and the DNA is present in the chromosomes, and they provide the genetic information which is required for the creations of the different component in addition to the reproduction of the life. So this nuclear membrane, which is also known as a nuclear envelope, we can call it as a double membrane, and they are the protective barrier of the nucleus because they surrounds the nucleus and separate the nucleus from the cytoplasm and protect the cell's DNA, because as they are protecting the DNA of the cell. Okay, so why it is known as a nuclear envelope? Because it surrounds the or it envelope the particular the nucleus structure or the content of the nucleus, because it protects the nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm, it is the fluid which is present in the nucleus, and thus due to this membrane only, this nucleoplasm is separated from the cytoplasm, which is a fluid content which is present in the cell, while this nucleoplasm is a fluid content which is present inside the nucleus. So the nucleoplasm can be defined as the cytoplasm of the nucleus. Next component in the structure of the nucleus is the nucleolus, and it is the major production center for the ribosomal subunit, because ribosomes are present in the cytoplasm also. Some ribosomes are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, so they also synthesize the various means they are the factory of the ribosomal subunit, because and also the nucleolus is the largest organelle in the nucleus, and it is a major production center for the ribosomal subunit, because ribosomal subunit is synthesized here, and once it is synthesized, it is then transported to the cytoplasm. So nuclear membrane, it also has the pore, as we can see here. It has the pore that control the passes of the ions, molecules, RNA between the nucleoplasm and the cytoplasm. Means whatever the material required by the nucleus from the cytoplasm, they get entered by this nucleopore inside the nucleus, and similarly whatever the contents synthesized in the nucleolus or the nucleus or various part of the nucleus, they are excreted or exported out from this nuclear pore only to the cytoplasm. So the nuclear membrane, they play a very important role, because it support the nucleus and play a role in the repairing of the DNA. Okay, in the repairing of DNA, it regulates the various events in the cell cycle. So this structure is a diagrammatic representations of the nuclear envelope. We know it is a double membranous structure which is surrounding or which surrounds the nucleus, and it separates the cytoplasm. While it is punctured with the nuclear pore that allows the selective exchange of the material between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So it is a double membranous, means it is composed of the outer membrane and the inner membrane. In this structure, the outer membrane, the orange one, and the inner membrane is the red one. Okay. So the outer membrane, this layer is in continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum, because here we can see that this membrane is in continuity with the endoplasmic reticulum that has the ribosomes attached on it, thus making it as a rough endoplasmic reticulum, and this is involved in the synthesis of the lipid as well as protein. Okay, the inner nuclear membrane, that is red one, the inner nuclear membrane is in the direct contact with the nucleoplasm. So this is the nucleoplasm, and this membrane is in the direct in contact with the nucleoplasm, and this provide